Bueno, vamos a darle. Tun, 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 tun. A ver, si no mal recuerdo, conseguimos lo del libro de botánica. Ok, ya nos podemos ir, supongo.
All right, I'm off. Peace outie.
Peace out,
Okie
y
dokie. Good luck and see you later.
pero puedo ir a la madre, tantos lugares. Puedo ir a la clínica a ver a Charles, a la iglesia y ya está, madre. Pues vamos a ver a Charles. Otra vez este güey.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Eran
Nah,
7.
you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Go, bro.
All right, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pues a ver.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
Sí.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies.
Docenas.
The Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Natural Ball Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
¿Qué podría preguntar? Ah, bueno, le voy a apuntar todo primero.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
De seguro ni
Oh,
sabe.
just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Abducted by aliens.
Abducido por alienígenas.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah,
O sea, fue
geez,
su padre.
not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Ok.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Cocky.
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I
Vietnam.
missed that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother?
Charles Wade.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Me da mucha risa que el vato supiera así como que era información pública. Pues lleva semanas aquí y a todos los que preguntábamos de Charles nadie sabía.
What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Yeah, okay.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac, the priest, is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right. I might do that.
Okay.
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about. They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Maylin and Little Pink.
Time
Este
to hit the off
pendejo.
switch now, buddy.
Como dice masmadas este güey,
Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
Oh, brother.
Ay, Dios mío.
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other 2?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
Ceguera facial esa mamada que.
Okay. That's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Quiero pensar que si están poniendo estas opciones es porque va a ser. La voy a anotar por si acaso. Quiero pensar que están poniendo. ¿Cómo se llama? Poniendo estas películas y que le preguntemos su vida de actor. Es porque va a ser importante en algún momento. O sea, de que a lo mejor. Pues se ve que es un fanfarrón este güey, pero a lo mejor hay que preguntarle sobre alguna cosa o alguna información que él tenga nos va a ayudar. Bueno, déjenme anotar esto rápido. Sorpresas habituales. Y asesinos calvos. Vamos a preguntarle una... Asesinos
Natural
calvos.
bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school.
A la verga en secundaria.
One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
No, pues.
Oh,
Qué chido.
never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Ok.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
No, pues sí. Nada interesante. Pues vamos a entrar. A ver, enfermera.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
¿Cómo es posible que no nos esté viendo?
Yeah?
Pinche morra amargada. Intenta no hacer esfuerzos, no te pagan mucho, ¿eh?
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Mucho. A ver,
No thanks.
revistas.
Women's magazines make my brain melt.
Ay, me pica la piernuki. A ver,
Rows and columns of files.
no me interesa.
I can't read it from here.
¿Será que si le doy algo para fumar me deja de estar molestando?
Time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
Pura verga, los doctores fuman. Son bien hipócritas. Acá Goober me ayudará.
Hey, doofus.
Atontado. Interpretación en vivo. Carrera en el mundo del espectáculo.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best, the very best.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face
No,
must
claro
just
que
be
no.
cramping up from
¿Cómo
showers.
crees que te va a ver raro por ser un vagabundo?
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Natural bald killers would be the obvious choice.
Bald move.
Has dado en el calvo. Ah, la madre.
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again. Turn this scalp into a breathtaking golden carpet, such as the world has never seen. Okay, doctor, I'm counting down now. 10,
No
9,
point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
7, 6.
Ok, necesito distraerla de un punto.
Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Ok, entonces sí tengo que preguntarle sobre todas sus películas de mierda. Ay, qué hueva.
Ow.
Ok.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Vamos a preguntárselo rápido.
So,
What about
A ver.
tell me about...
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly
Se
turns
queda
on you overnight.
mudo en la noche a la
For weeks,
mañana.
he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love. He
Ajá.
marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English.
Sí,
Yes,
y limpiar.
and in the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife,
Consuelo Lambert de Vázquez.
based on a true story.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's bladder is about, but
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the sad.
Jenny.
Before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Es la mierda. Sorpresas
give me the
habituales.
rundown on the usual surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Dark comedy.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Sorpresas habituales. 8 protagonistas. El censo del Corbero. Ya hasta se me olvidó de qué trataba el silencio del Corbero.
Tell me
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate
Ah,
agent,
sí.
self-awake,
Se
he
queda
made
mudo y no sé qué. ¿Será que la vejiga de Jacob sea lo interesante?
Hey,
Sure,
definitely.
I'm feeling
A ver. Pam 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 pam.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
¿Cuál es, güey, entonces? Pues vamos a probar con todas, pero es que no le veo mucho sentido a ninguna, güey.
Hey, dude.
Eh,
Hey.
Sure.
sorpresas
How about
habituales.
the-
Business.
No entiendo cuál va a ser.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon?
Bacon.
Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
Rows and columns of files.
Thank you, thank you. You've
Smoking
been a great
allowed.
audience.
Guess
Ay, güey. Pues ya. Nada más queda la del silencio del corbero. Pensé que se iba a orinar con la de la vejiga de Jacob.
so.
Y con eso iba a quedar todo, pero...
Tell me about.
Lawrence Lamb for Hey, Mary.
No, me equivoqué. Regresar.
Not the coat.
Esta interpretación en
Hey.
vivo.
Sure?
Prob.
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, Consuelo. How I wish I could speak. I have
A
so many
computer.
things left to
They
say.
likely keep records of their patients.
My chest, no! It can't be! Hold me! Thank you, thank you.
No entiendo.
You've been a great audience.
Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to.
Ay, Dios. No tengo idea entonces qué hacer, bro.
Hey, dude.
Oh, hi!
Ya hizo todas
I
las...
Fire away.
Estas madres.
Wanna smoke, but
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
Dieta a base de frutas, dice. Pues mira,
okay, that's enough serious.
Alrighty.
como tenemos otros lugares
Ok.
a donde podemos ir, pues vámonos a otro lado. A lo mejor ahorita no tenemos nada para hacer este pedo. Entonces, vámonos. Me interesa lo de la flor. Aquí está.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken. I'm not sure what I expected to find here. I need to clear my head.
Ah, chinga.
What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
Nosferatu, qué pedo. No creo, Don Limpio. Ala.
Nope, just no. I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup.
Memories can deceive, Kathy. Dig deeper.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
Remember?
I feel strange. Am I
Debe ser
dreaming?
la planta o algo.
It's the mending. I will try to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
La
You mean
chica
Lily?
ahogada.
What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The
Okay.
next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
No chinga, ¿qué hago aquí?
Wait, what? How? Am I going crazy? Am I turning into mom?
Into mom. Pues vamos a ver a la abuela ya que estamos aquí.
Oh, hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Hi, Grandma. I just thought I'd drop by.
Sure, hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Pues creo que ya le pregunté sobre la iglesia en algún momento.
What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Obviamente, pero es que creo que ya no hay nada, ¿no? Mostrar foto de soldados.
I don't see a reason.
Sí, ya le preguntamos sobre eso, pues ya no.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Me saca de onda que estemos aquí, pero bueno. Quiero suponer que ya no hay nada más, o sea que no es como que algo mágico, o sea, va a aparecer algo de la nada aquí, ¿no? Sigue estando todo igual, entonces vámonos. Y pues vámonos a la iglesia. A ver si podemos conseguir algo para que la clínica podamos entrar. Param.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
A ver, pues vamos a preguntarle todo.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard
Del
my speech at the
diablo.
funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being
Exacto, como
said,
debe ser.
Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Ok.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Oh, vacaciones de verano.
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Ok.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now, getting medical treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
Si eso dices.
Do you know anything about Lily Meyer's art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
Ok.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Ok.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
I could, but I think I'll
Sí,
keep it to
mejor
myself.
no. Pues
Do
a
you
ver.
know what this key opens?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Pues no, nada más interesante. Pues no.
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap. I really shouldn't. They might burn.
Ah, comediante.
Locked.
Param pam 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 pam.
Locked.
Lock. Pues vámonos. O sea, no he conseguido nada. O sea, sí conseguimos mínimo Que el papá de seguro vio los círculos y eso, pero fuera de eso no conseguimos nada nuevo. Oh,
Hello? Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home. What's this?
pensé que iba a decir algo.
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
Creepy. Ok, vamos a llevarle este dibujo a Nate, ya que él mismo dijo que había un hombre rojo simpático.
It's endangered. I'm not gonna take it without a really good reason.
Ok, entonces necesitamos tener un buen motivo. Vámonos, vámonos, vámonos. Vamos a ir con Nate. Esta escena, este cuadro, o sea, este imagen, frame, lo como le quieran llamar, es muy bonito.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
¿Y Nate?
No Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Oye, eso me da mucha risa de la cultura o cómo es la gente de Estados Unidos. Hasta en películas de terror se ve muy claro de que se va un vato de la casa y pueden pasar 3 días, no, 3 días, 4 horas y no sabe nada de él, ni le hablan, ni nada. Digo, en esos tiempos no había celulares, pero, o sea, literal acaba de decir, no lo he visto en todo el día y pues le vale madre. Se me hace muy extraño.
That must be Lily. She seems very happy.
Ujú.
Is this how Nathan still sees himself? As a little boy?
Y ahora,
The left half is torn off.
sí,
Looks
ay, el hombre rojo, ok, Redman.
a bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
Redman, Lily, me... Eso me recuerda mucho a un capítulo de Supernatural, que pasa lo mismo, que un niño puede
I had a few more questions.
dibujar
Sue.
cosas.
Shoot.
Do you know who the red man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The red man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the red man hasn't changed in 30 years.
Terry Years. Es que si le decimos que sí lo... Es que... ¿Cómo lo digo? Si le decimos que sí lo vimos, pensará que también estoy loca. O sea, Katie. O como ya nos caemos bien va a decir, ¿es neta? Pues yo soy fan de la verdad y la verdad es que lo vimos.
The red man actually exists. I met him in the forest.
What? That's crazy talk. Stop kidding around. I am not in the mood.
Pues bueno, no nos quiso creer.
Sue, what do you see in this picture?
My God, that looks like one of Lily's
Oh.
paintings.
Wow, really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo, but the lights were floating above the lake. There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red. And there were probably other details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds captivating. Wish I could have seen it. I don't need to ask.
Sí, ya le pregunté esto. Pues ya no hay nada que nos importe, ¿no?
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
Pues vámonos. Dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. Qué cagado. Nuestro amigo el Gub nos sabrá quién es el hombre rojo.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
I had a few more.
Fire away!
I don't need to ask him about that.
Ah, que la chingada.
Okay, that's
All right,
okay.
bye!
Mm, ¿Qué puedo hacer?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
¿Qué puedo hacer? ¿Qué puedo hacer? Mm, Pues podría ir a la... A ver, vamos a ir al cementerio. Nada más por los loles. Porque acuérdense que habíamos visto un niño ahí que estaba buscando a su mamá. Sí puse en OBS que se escuche mi micrófono. Ok, Simón. Mausoleo. Pues no hay nada nuevo, ¿verdad?
No reason to go in there.
Ñe, 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 ñe. Pues vamos a hablar con el Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
You're joking, right?
Oh, never mind.
You're joking, right?
Do you know what this is?
I have no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Nah.
Pues sí.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Pues nada más pregunto porque no tengo nada más que hacer, güey.
Hello, Sheriff.
If you mu-
Nunca está haciendo nada, pinche
Do
don.
you know anything about a weird...
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind.
Bien emputado el vato.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah, it's just some kids playing pranks with flashlights.
Ni sabes. Ah, pues no.
That's all for now.
Good.
Good. Mm, 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 mm. No, pues no hay nada ahí que nos interese realmente. Pues nada más nos queda a nuestra abuela preguntarle quién es el hombre rojo, pero es que... Es que a menos de que nos encontremos con Nate, que era el que más me importaba
Oh,
conocer. Bueno, encontramos a la abuela,
mind if we talk?
La mamá nos dijo que Nate no había visto a Nate y que puede que esté en el bosque. Tenemos que regresar al... Ay, coño, entonces nada.
See you later. Take care.
Entonces, ¿será que tenemos que regresar al bosque? O sea, del bosque encontramos el dibujo, del dibujo fuimos a la casa. ¿Será que ahora está en el bosque el niño? ¿El niño que no es un niño? No, pues no.
go, Isaac.
I'm only
This may sound strange, but
our Lord and Savior Jesus. Surely his rags were drenched in blood as he lay.
that's not.
Como dices
what I
mamás ese.
meant.
Are you joking? I haven't seen a person like that, no.
Are you joking?
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on.
Verga, loco. No sé a dónde más ir. Nada más nos queda lo de Charles. Pero no entiendo cómo voy a distraer a la morra. ¿Será que estaba distraída porque tenía los audífonos? Entonces tengo que hacer algo para que los audífonos... ¿Para que se quite los audífonos? ¿Es eso?
Pretty sure she would object to that. A computer. Smoking allowed. Get uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant. I can't do anything while she's sitting there. I prefer to smoke outdoors.
Mínimo es responsable. De hecho no leí nada sobre el libro. No, vamos a leerlo.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red. Here's an
Uh-huh.
interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The
El de la
pollen of the
pimienta.
plant has also been known to Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the a printed picture of the She looks bored out of her mind. Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside.
¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? ¿La puedo aturdir?
I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
¿Será que tengo que electrocutar a... A ver,
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
tengo una idea.
Hey.
Sure.
Definitely Jacob.
I'm feeling.
Tengo una pequeña y tonta idea.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots.
Good
I'm
idea,
just so
but
full
it
of
wouldn't match
your
his symptoms.
love that I think I'm about to burst.
No
Jenny,
correspondería con sus
I don't
síntomas.
feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Ah, ok. Entonces tengo que hacer algo para que el vato como que se muera. Y ya la morra se va a asustar. Ok. A ver.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
so
What about
give me the run.
a lighthearted comedy taken? The story is told from 8
Uh-huh.
different. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all.
Ok,
I get
Give me the rundown.
the movie,
ya entendí.
Oh.
not the coach.
Hey.
Sure,
How about the usual surprise?
business as usual. I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's this smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Nurse, he's seizing.
Oh shit!
Qué hija de puta la Katie. Perfecto.
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Mínimo lo pienso. Ay, no seas mamón. Oh, fuck. Necesito.
Rose and Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Fuck.
Employee of the month,
Carlita
Méndez.
Méndez. ¿Será ese o ese? Carlita Méndez. Enfermera. Nombre de usuario incorrecto. Carmen. Carlita Méndez. Carlita Fuck. Ah, pues ya sé qué puedo hacer, qué pendejo. Disco de arranque, Simón. ¿Qué decía yo? Pues yo cómo voy a conseguir esa madre. Iniciando SEO Phoenix. Extraer contraseña de administrador. C. Méndez, otorgador. Se debería pagar. Oh, esto me gusta. Lo hacker. C. Méndez, otorgador era, ¿no? Otorgador, sí. Está. Nombre. Charles Wade. Charles Wade. Ajá. Doctora Friedman. El paciente sometido con éxito. Es sometido con éxito a una cirugía cardíaca. Investigar si trasladada a esta instalación de petición propia. El diagnóstico inicial es bueno y es posible que el paciente se recupere completamente de 6 a 8 semanas. Estado estable. Habitación 6B. Ok, habitación 6B. Y ahora, vámonos.
It's all right, Claude.
Claude.
Understood, sir. So, you managed to find me.
I
Find
did.
me.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
A
I'm
chinga.
no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with?
Thompson
I
del
still play
Times.
golf with him every once in a while.
No intento aprovecharme de favores, no hago por mí mismo.
I don't need to piggyback on favors. I make my own way.
A stance I can respect. Very well, you have piqued my curiosity. Who are you?
I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Ok, vamos a hablar.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the healthcare, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see.
Okay.
What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together.
A la madre, se hizo una amistad muy cabrona.
I can't even begin to count the number of times he saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans
Sus hijos.
happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
Decirle que el abuelo no tuvo culpa, está de acuerdo con él sobre el amor firme.
I wouldn't mind teaching my old man some manners myself, wherever he is.
Yes, of course. You must understand this better than anyone. People like your father simply cannot grasp how far their bad influence spreads. So our families started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Ok, interesante.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Ok. Algo menos. Pinturas robadas.
Do
Cocky.
you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He
Cochran.
was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Y eso que su voz es
Perfect.
chida.
Thanks. Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense, he's been held in a mental institution for years.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you
Ok.
remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ok.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the
Ahí debe
place
estar su
well.
mamá, de seguro. Sí, vamos a decírselo. Este vato quería a nuestro abuelo y pudo habernos querido a nosotros, pero pues nuestros papás son unos pendejos.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Ok, vamos a hablar de las pinturas.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
Safe and
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you
Lo
need.
que es ser amigo de alguien
That'd
que
be
tiene
great.
poder,
Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious, what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Ok, Iglesia Santísima Trinidad.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Ok, The Red
I
Man.
don't need to ask him about that.
Ok, vamos a enseñar esta foto.
Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran. Taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Oh. Pues ya será todo lo interesante, ¿no? Pues ya.
Thanks,
Muchas
Charles.
gracias,
That's all I need for
Charles.
now.
You're welcome, Kathy.
Ah, está
Come back
sonriendo.
anytime.
Les soy muy sincero. La neta no presté mucha atención con lo del robo de las pinturas. Pues ya creo que no hay nada más interesante. Como objetos no conseguimos nada, pero conseguimos información de Jimmy Cochran. Las pinturas robadas. Ok, pues a ver. Mi primer, ¿cómo se llama? Vamos a ver quién es Jimmy. Creo que es lo único que nos sirve. Y podemos ir a ver al sheriff para lo del robo de las pinturas. A ver.
Nope, couldn't find it.
Fuck. Entonces, ni pedo. Pensé que lo íbamos a encontrar, pero no es tan fácil. Ah, pero no, podemos preguntarle a la abuela si lo conoce, porque si conoce a Charles.
Oh. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all.
Jimmy.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental facility.
Really? He always struck me as a kind man, maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go find the man then. Surely he must know something.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in touch since Joseph was injured. I know that he had a wife, Agatha, and a son, James. Agatha passed away from cancer years ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks, Grandma.
Ok.
Bye, Grandma.
Entonces,
I'll be back later.
So long.
¿será por eso que también que nosotros nos llamamos Agatha? Porque Katy se llama Katy Agatha Rey. Puede ser. Pero, o sea, me dijo de que su hijo James y que no sé qué, pero pues ¿cómo? ¿Cuál será su hijo? Pues vamos a ver con el sheriff a ver qué pedo.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you...
Eh...
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Nope.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that.
Ajá.
Hey,
Yes, boss.
get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86.
On it, boss.
Alright, boss.
There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
Ok. Salta la arma de regresa en la web. La casa supuestamente estaba vacía. Los vecinos contactan con los cuerpos de seguridad. Agentes policiales llegan a la escena. Se pueden observar varias ventanas rotas, un rastreo de la residencia y alrededor no revela indicio de alguno de los perpetradores. Un único testigo, identifica como Franklin Goldfarb, declara haber visto varios ladrones alejarse de la escena del crimen. Charles Well llega a Conway Springs para hacer una declaración oficial. Tras examinar la casa, informa que han sido robadas unas pinturas valoradas en más de $15,000. Las obras en cuestión aún no han surgido en círculos conocidos para ser involucrados en el tráfico de mercancía robada, concluyendo la investigación por falta de pistas.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary.
¿Por qué me suena eso de Goldfarb?
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
A ver.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar, but I can't
A mí
place
también me
it.
suena.
Do you know who...
Not really, Kathy.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Hello, Sheriff.
A ver.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Never heard of him.
Es que
That's
se
all
me
for
olvida
now.
que este vato es nuevo en este pueblo, por decirlo de una manera. No es una comisaría muy pequeña para nada más 2 policías. Porque... ¿Cómo se llama? Obviamente un pueblo pequeño, pero luego, por ejemplo, en esto de las... En esta madre que dicen del robo de las pinturas, de los cuerpos policiales llegaron, me imagino que más de
hello.
uno. Vamos a ver con la abuelita.
Mind if we...
Not at all.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Oh, that poor man. He used to be an upstanding citizen, you know. Now he's constantly drinking and keeps babbling on
entonces es
about that
él.
imaginary acting career of his.
Sad thing. Do you know where I can find him?
He's homeless, dear. Lost his job a few years ago and never really got back on his feet.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Thanks,
Sí,
Grandma.
el Goober.
Looks like I'm gonna have to have a chat with Goober.
Va a estar muy enojado.
I don't see a...
Sí, pero...
Well, gotta go, Grandma.
Bye, Kathy.
El vato nos dijo, nunca oíste hablar de Franklin Goldbar o algo así.
I need a word, Miss Mendez.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's written on that board behind you, genius.
You have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. What happened to Goober, anyway?
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Attack.
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a religious near-death experience.
Okay, thanks.
Entonces debe estar en la iglesia.
Hello again, Goober.
You again? Are you stalking me, girl? You pop up everywhere I go. I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Huh, yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I know. I just said that, man.
Listen, I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Oh, that's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
Yeah, it was pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy. I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy.
Shoot, Missy.
I should probably confront him directly about him being a witness.
Probablemente no debería.
I don't need to ask him about... I don't need to... Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Oh, nobody calls me that.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back at the Wade estate.
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys. They
what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
Bullshit. Spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters, B something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
Which pawn shop was that?
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town. There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway.
Estoy
Didn't
seguro.
I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small.
Aquí. BR.
Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly like that.
El papá de seguro.
Any idea what BH stands for?
Beehive? Bet high? Big head?
Okay, that's all for now.
See ya!
The only thing my deadbeat dad left
Ahí
me.
está, güey. Si el mismo lo dices porque es del papá. Quiero pensar. Mm, mm, mm. A lo mejor la abuela sabe. Porque según yo, estos eran los papás de su papá, ¿no?
Oh.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What?
I don't want to show her that. Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on Dad's lighter.
Yes, dear, it means the Black Hats. They're those ruffians on motorcycles whom your father associated
Black
with.
Hats.
Oh, his biker gang. That makes sense.
Los Black Hats.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
I refuse to talk about those hoodlums. They turned your father into a horrible person. You should stay far away from them, Kathy. They're awful people, just awful.
Bien enojada la abuela. Pues vámonos.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be
So long.
Los Black Hats. ¿Será que el sheriff sepa algo de eso? Porque quiero pensar que son rufianes y a lo mejor aún siguen vivos. O sigue activa la pandilla, a lo mejor el sheriff sabe.
Hello, Sheriff. What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Why, you care to join? I'm sure they'd be real impressed by your big bike, but that's a man's club.
Let's just say I have a healthy curiosity.
I'd say your curiosity borders on mental illness. You have a death wish? Bikers don't mess around with little girls.
You gonna help me or not, Sheriff?
Not really. Go bother Lenny with it.
Sí.
That's all for now.
Good.
Chivato mamón, güey.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Got it. Thanks.
Ok.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Pues vamos a ver unos pandilleros al parecer. Los Black Hats. Me imagino que debe ser un bar o algo.
Sweet butt incoming.
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure? Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? Little slut. I think she does.
Step off, creep.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
Apárate de una puta vez.
Or you'll be scraping your balls off the floor, you fucking pig.
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Métele un rodillazo en los huevos, ¿qué pedo? Dale. Ahí está, perro.
What the hell's going on out here?
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss. I'll go. Fuck, that hurt, you cunt.
Gaunt.
He'll be disciplined for that.
He better be. I take it you're Bo?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother. Who are you, really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Prove it, then.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof.
¿Con esto, no?
This proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the paranoia. We've had some problems with the Vandals lately.
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your, small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
I'm not most girls.
Ain't that the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Go ahead, then. Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you for now.
Nice.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So
Pues
I
sí.
take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one page, I'd praise him. On the next, I'd want to smash his skull in. He could be a real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
Hola, ma. Pedirle que se explique más.
You seriously thought Grandpa was a bad parent?
Everybody knew about it. People just tend to forget the bad qualities of men in wheelchairs. Joseph wasn't a saint. He saw everything black and white. He was only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards. The ones who
Asqueroso.
wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
Ok. Lily Myers.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers?
Nothing that anyone else around here couldn't tell you.
Ok.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
No.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. VP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Myers' paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know
Ójale.
what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
Algo que pueda hacer por el club para ganarme tu confianza. ¿Por qué haría eso? Bueno, si tengo su confianza, me podrá decir.
Fine. Is there anything I can do for the club to earn your trust?
You mean like cleaning the toilets? Making coffee? I think we got that covered, Cupcake.
Spare me your sexist bullshit. I can take care of business.
You're nothing like your old man, you know that?
I take that as a compliment.
You do that. In any case, I've had enough of this nonsense. Stop pushing your luck.
Verga, entonces necesito.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
The Black Hats.
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The law give you any trouble?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyks and the boy are a nuisance at best.
¿De qué se ganan la vida? ¿Cómo, y cómo tienen dinero?
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Do I look like a pious man to you?
This may be a weird question, but have you ever met a bald man dressed in red?
Nothing. Apart from what everyone knows about the girl. How she drowned herself and whatnot.
XD. Mostrar informe policial, robo.
Hey, Bo, any idea of what this key opens?
You ask weird questions, you know that?
Pues podría ser.
Do you know what this is?
Whoa.
Whoa.
What? Do you recognize that?
I saw one of those with my own eyes a few years ago.
Really? Where?
Middle of the woods, the road to the city. Those things came from nowhere and gave me this crazy headache right on the plate in my head. At the time, I thought it was just a nasty case of migraine.
You have a plate in your head?
Yeah, titanium from a shrapnel wound I got in Nam.
I see. Titanium isn't the least bit magnetic, is it?
How the hell should I know? I'm no scientist.
Do you remember where exactly on the road it happened?
No. Like I said, I dismissed it as a migraine. Didn't pay too much attention as to where I was.
Fair enough.
Es que todo lo de las pinturas, güey, es lo interesante, güey.
Care to join me for a smoke, Bo?
Sorry, darling. I'm trying.
Ok. Nada más por el
I
mame.
don't need to show him.
Sí, pues no. Necesito lo de las pinturas robadas. Pues a ver.
No use. He's not gonna budge on this one. I need to figure out some way to make him more.
Ok. Más cola borador.
All right, I'm gonna hit the road.
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but make yourself at home.
Thanks, Bo. See you around.
Ok.
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to...
A ver.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
A la verga, qué
I
asco.
take that back. Gross.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added
Debe
to
ser
it.
la flor.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No. Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a
Sí.
rare herb or some kind of
Debe ser la flor esa.
expensive spice.
So let me guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
I guess it could be worth a try. But wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper.
Ahí está, la
Had a
pimienta.
punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit.
Sí.
Pretty wild.
La flor.
Trippy. Thanks.
You're welcome, darling.
Ok. Vamos por la planta. Parará, pam, pam.
Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make a drink.
Sí, la ardilla. From.
Hey, bartender, do you happen to know how to make a Bloodier Mary?
You mean a Bloody Mary?
No, this is something different.
Afraid not. I can make you regular Bloody Mary, though, if you want.
Maybe later. I need to figure something out.
Pues ya.
All right, then.
Tenemos la flor.
Hey, Emmett.
Yeah?
Remind me again. What?
Tasted a bit like pepper, and if you drank a...
All right, thanks.
Anytime.
Pues aquí tengo la flor.
I think this is what I need for the Bloodier Mary.
Pues,
It's a specimen of that red... I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Coming right up.
Okay.
Oh, and add this, will you? Just something I like for flavor. Put it in a blender.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
One Bloody Mary. Enjoy.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
The club will cover that, Jose.
Sure thing, VP.
Thanks again, Emmett.
You got it.
Hay gente chida, aunque sean motocicletas, motoneros, como se le diga, motocicliteros.
Bo, I have some more questions.
I'm listening.
Hey, Bo, I've got something for you.
I recognize that smell. You found your dad's recipe.
Something like that.
Man, is this a trip down memory lane. I keep expecting Brian to walk in here any second. You know, all this nostalgia is making me remember how much I really owe your old man.
Yeah?
Yeah, so here's the deal. In '86, Carl, my VP at the time, came to me and said he had a job lined up for the club. Some guy had offered him good dough for stealing a bunch of paintings from a mansion. He needed 2 brothers for the job. I was busy with other things at the time, so I gave my permission as long as the club got the usual cut. He returned a week later with a nice wad of cash. I didn't realize it was Wade he had knocked off until I read the paper. If I had known that, I'd advised against it. Wade is a powerful man with friends in city council. There's no reason to piss him off.
Got it. So, what do you know about the guy who hired you for the job?
Not much. Carl said it was some bearded preacher.
Cura con barba.
Isaac from the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Could be. I don't know who that is. It was a priest. I know that much.
Thanks, Bo. I'm gonna follow up on this right away.
That's it? You're not gonna ask me about what happened to your old man? Not even curious?
I couldn't give 2 shits about that asshole.
Bullshit. Don't expect anyone to believe you're that angry with someone you don't give 2 shits about.
Either he's dead or he abandoned me. Do any of those options look appealing to you?
They don't, but you should know that no one from the club had anything to do with it. I meant it when I said Brian was a good brother. He had no enemies here. Not then, and not now.
Comforting to hear, Mr. President.
Shut up and listen, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. Brian used to talk about heading to Mexico, about riding off into
Porque
the
escribió en
sunset,
México así,
getting
¿qué
away
pedo?
from all his newfound responsibilities. And I think part of him was serious. You deserve to know that there's a chance he's still out there somewhere.
Sure. Let's hope that bastard is living it up somewhere.
Just take care of yourself, you hear?
You too.
Me recuerda mucho la voz de
I'm gonna
Bobby
hit the road.
de Supernatural.
Ride safe.
That day went by fast. I think I'm gonna ask if I can stay the night at Grandma's.
Me pregunto dónde dormirá la abuela si nada más hemos visto la sala y ya. Bueno, ahorita regreso. Voy por agua de limón. Ay, bueno, continuamos.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Grandma, it got kind of late. Would it be okay if I stayed the night?
Of course, dear. Have a seat. I'll make you something to eat.
Oh, you're the best. I'm starving.
Pururum. Esa noche Katy sueña.
Do you see? You are both unwanted, both discarded.
Ah, chinga, ¿qué está pasando?
Good. Lick the flames, buddy boy. Lick the flames and feel the hatred burn.
Ah, chinga, está el vato aquí. Qué miedo. Qué creepy estuvo ese
Lily's
rollo.
painting, burning, and the kid from the cemetery. It's gotta mean something.
Ya no tenemos lo del robo de las pinturas. Tenemos que ir a hablar con el cura, que fue el que pidió el robo.
I should go see what Grandma is up to.
Ok, vamos a ver qué está haciendo la abueliki. Ah, chinga.
Oh, good morning. Hi, Kathy.
What the? Morning. This is. Wow, this is quite the surprise.
You have such a lovely friend, dear. We've been chatting all morning.
Oh, I have no doubt. She's quite the talker, this one.
You sleep even longer here than you do back home.
Oh, gee, must be the blissful lack of distractions here, E. Can I talk to you for a sec, outside, alone?
Okie dokie, if your grandmother doesn't mind being left all by yourself for a while.
Sure. You go ahead, children. I'll be right here if you need me.
¿Qué narices pasa contigo? ¿Acaso no se habló del concepto de privacidad? Esto no mola, quédese aquí.
What the hell is wrong with you, E?
I don't know.
Was a single morning devoid of Eileen too much to ask? I'm frankly surprised that I'm allowed bathroom breaks by myself with you in the same building.
I was super bored. Besides, you never got back home last night. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, as you can plainly see, I'm not a corpse.
You could be a very convincing zombie.
Very funny. You can go home now, E.
Fine. I won't tell you what I found in my research yesterday then.
¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago?
I hate you.
I'm so glad you asked. I looked up a few statistics for this county, looking for any anomalies. First off, there's a high number of missing persons reports in the area. That wouldn't be too unusual if, let's say, the county had a high crime rate. But it doesn't. Violent crimes are actually lower than in other comparable counties.
Huh. That's just outright creepy.
It gets even better. It turns out that this county has the highest number of clinically insane in the state. And guess what? Conwell Springs County is tiny. Per capita, the difference to the county in second place is humongous, over 1,000%.
That makes some sense. I found out that this cocky person is Loctite at Ingstrom's.
Ingstrom's.
Wow, we should go talk to him, right? He must have some answers.
That's the plan. I should probably fill you in on the rest I found.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna head over there today and confront Isaac about the paintings.
Don't you think it's a bit risky, Kathy? It could just backfire and piss him off.
Oh, I'm hoping it will. Nothing wrong with some good old provocation to make people show their true colors.
You never gave him the picture of the lights, right?
Nah, I didn't want the guy to faint. He sounded pretty brainwashed about the Holy Trinity thing.
And none of the church people know who I am, right?
I guess not. So?
My point is that you grilled the priest good yesterday. You already tried it your way. I'm a fellow Christian. Maybe I could try something different, like make up a cute cover story and pretend to want to join their church.
Tiene hasta una cruz y todo.
Trust me, I can show him my copy of the picture. Maybe it will make him open up.
I suppose it would give me enough time to drive back to the city and talk to Jimmy before it gets too late.
Yay! Oh, let's do it! I'm so excited. I can't wait to lie to people.
You know that's a sin, right?
Oh, I'm sure Jesus will make an exception this time. After all, he loves me.
I'm not gonna waste any time then. Let's catch up on the phone tonight?
Okie dokie. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Holy shit, eso se ve muy...
Hello, Jimmy. I've been looking for you.
Oh, is it for real this time?
Yes,
se ve muy
this
creepy
is
esto.
all very real.
So you're going to ask me about Joseph now?
How do you know that? Who told you?
You did. Every time you came here.
You're not making any sense, Jimmy. We've never met before.
I'm making perfect sense. Everyone says so. I'm the sharpest tool in the shed. All bets are off now, Missy. Better buckle up and enjoy the ride. Forget all the rules. No going from top to bottom. No checking off all the items on your list. Start by asking me about the young chronicler.
Joven cronista. Lily?
Was Lily Myers the chronicler?
The drowned girl, yes. She saw the loops, the endless possibilities. She found that the branches had all been severed. Nothing but inevitability remained, staring her right in the eye. In the end, she was pulled across the great threshold, just like I was. I was next.
Next for what?
You're not listening. I'm next.
¿En morir? Yo soy el siguiente, Jimmy Cochran.
What happened to you, Jimmy? Why are you in this place?
I'm not. I'm 6 feet under, looking up, watching reruns without a care in the world. You know, Joseph was a beacon. His passing sent ripples traveling in all directions, touching all of us with burning intensity. In my case, resulting in immobilizing guilt. After all, I sent him out there. It was all my fault.
What was? What did you ask him to do?
Be patient. We'll get there eventually. We need to follow the rules. Let's continue, ironically, with the men who break the rules.
Con los hombres que rompen las reglas, los Black
You mean
Hats.
the Black Hats? They're the men who break the rules?
Indeed. Your father broke every rule in the book, did he not?
That's a mild way of putting it.
I feel your pain, but you will be free of him soon enough. I've seen you atop a great pit, dropping the last remaining memento of him into the empty blackness below. Your mother, on the other hand, that's a story with a different ending.
You know Mom? How is she?
Why don't you see her yourself and find out?
It's complicated. The last time we met was ugly.
Looking away won't make it any less ugly, Kathy.
I know, just not yet.
Very well. Let's go see the man you reunited with his family.
El hombre que reuniste con su familia.
The man in red? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, indeed.
Who is he really?
The collector of souls. The one who beckons and prepares. Some call him a spirit guide. Others, a devil dressed in red. You are doing so much better than the last time. Now, ask me about the first thing you can think of.
What happened to my grandfather in 81?
Oh, poor Joseph. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong friends, wrong life. An unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. There had to be course correction, Kathy. The house always wins.
What did you ask him to do?
I asked him to find the source and destroy it. For me, for Lily, for all of us.
The source of what?
Everything. The madness, the betrayals, the limitless suffering.
How would he do that?
I don't know. Joseph had a plan. He had allies.
Allies? Who?
The man in red. Someone else, too.
I found the message you left for Grandpa. You said, "It happened to you too." What did?
Meeting the lights, of course. Don't you have my picture from the night in the forest?
You mean this?
Oh, yes. They felt so warm, so comfortable, luring me in. But when they got close, I could feel my mind split in two. I found myself with one foot on either side of the line, the thin line between hell and here. It felt like breathing through my nose with my mouth underwater. No wonder some sink beneath the surface, never to be heard from again.
Was that what happened to Joseph, Jimmy? Did he sink to the bottom?
I wish I knew. I'm just a man stuck with his ear up against the wall, picking up a word here and there. I am so tired, Kathy. I can feel the lights even now. Endless static in my head, like a TV tuned to a dead channel.
But what are they? Where do they come from?
The cradle of obscurity. The alpha to our omega. The distorted mirror.
Why are you constantly speaking in riddles?
Why do you assume I have a choice? We are nearing the end. Ask me about the misguided faithful.
Los fieles equivocados.
Is the Church of the Holy Trinity the misguided faithful?
They are, yes.
What makes you call them that?
Isn't it obvious? They believe the lights are divine.
Obviamente.
The lights are neither divine nor unholy. They are but a twisted reflection of us. The judge and the jury, our innermost child, our greatest fear, everything we long for and desire. It's more than most of us can take. The cup runneth over.
How do I stop them?
You must go to their birthplace, their source. You must go to the cradle. It's the only way to save your friend.
What? Are you talking about Eileen?
Yes, she is being claimed.
Reclamada.
She's in great danger. You have to go back, Kathy. Nurse!
I need more than that, Jimmy.
Nurse, help!
¿Qué pedo?
I need to find Eileen.
Pues sí. Ya no pude ir con los Black Hats, pero se queda aquí esta madre, ok. ¿Onta la Eileen? Oh, está abierto, ahora sí.
Found a large old key in here.
Enorme llave antigua.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Cut the bullcrap! Where is she? Where's Eileen?
What in the Lord's name are you talking about?
Red-haired girl, I know she came here to see you. Tell me where she is, or I'm calling the cops.
I don't think that's quite necessary.
Va a entrar ahorita, ¿no?
Breaking and entering, are we?
Llévenme a la cárcel y punto.
You don't understand. My friend has been kidnapped.
Funny story. Hands behind your back. Now!
Ugh, you gotta be kidding me.
You better hope that Father Price doesn't press charges.
I want my phone call.
Can't hear you in there.
You are such a fucking prick.
Enjoy your little vacation. I know I will.
Well, this blows. And I smell like goober. Fan-fucking-tastic. I need to get out of here. Who knows what that freak is doing to Eileen right now? Okay, now what?
Usar el televisor pequeño.
That action doesn't seem productive to me. Worth a shot. Oops.
XD.
These paper clips might be useful.
Ah, mendigo. ¿Estás solito? Hola, Ian. Pues supongo
Locked
que
tight.
sí.
Where's the trust?
Clips. Pensar, doblar
Okay,
clips.
let's see if I still got it. Not perfect, but they should get the job done.
¿Qué hago? Ah, perfecto.
I'm so good.
I'm so good. Bolsa de evidencias.
Okay, got all my things back. The key I found in the church, too. Huh?
¿Qué pedo?
Hopes in jar. An inkier heart.
Kiri Hartan.
Rule me, Nemesis.
Me rule Nemesis. ¿Está hablando en latín?
What the hell? That was creepy, whatever it was.
¿Por qué no opinas del tal? ¿Qué es tal, bro? Tyler del Resident Evil 4 Remake. De hecho, quiero hacer un video sobre el Resident Evil 4. Me gustó, pero es que realmente...
Good thing the bike was still where I left it.
Buenas tardes, por cierto, Ian. Es que realmente el tráiler está chido. Yo cuando lo vi me mié, porque literal fue lo primero del State of Play. Pero es que realmente no muestra mucho el tráiler. O sea, muestra las diferencias de cuando entras a la casa, un poquito... O sea, cómo se ve la diferencia entre el remake y el original, ¿no? Te muestran a Ashley, mucho más bonita que la original y todo, pero no te muestran gameplay, no han mostrado cómo van a ser los enemigos, ¿sabes? Entonces es por eso que no he comentado nada, porque ¿qué puedo decir? Ah, está chido, se ve diferente, pero pues no hay mucho, creo que no dura ni un minuto el tráiler del remake. Dicen que va a haber algo de play, pero hasta septiembre. Que 2 meses, cabrones, pero bueno. Puede que ahí, si cuando ya va a ver el PlayStation Experience, creo que se llama, lo voy a transmitir y voy a reaccionar y voy a hablar sobre si muestran, que yo espero que sí muestren, porque pues ya va a salir en marzo el Resident Evil 4. Si muestran gameplay o un tráiler más detallado, ahí sí voy a hablar. Pero pues ahorita, ¿qué puedo decir? Ah, pues se ve diferente, se ve chido, se ve wow. No se ve mucho, o sea, quiero que haya algo de lo que hablar. Y así. Ok. Vamos a la iglesia. Y así. Mañana va a haber una conferencia de Xbox. Y Bethesda. Que así la voy a transmitir. Y sí voy a hablar porque puede que uno, o hablen de un nuevo Devil Within, o dos, de Silksong por algo que se filtró. Sea lo que sea, ya estaré hablando de eso.
Locked.
No creo.
It's old and rusty. There's something inscribed starting with PR. The rest is unintelligible.
¿No hay nadie más viendo? No lo sé. Yo creo que no, porque nadie ha hablado desde que empecé.
Nope, not the right key.
Ni modo. Ayer estuvieron John y Brian. Pero a lo mejor hoy salieron. Uno nunca sabe.
Oof, no corpses, just a bunch of priest outfits in there. Nothing interesting in the pockets either. Just old furniture and boxes filled with random junk.
Horario.
Nothing unusual, just a schedule of typical church events. Just old furniture and
Foto. Aquí hay una foto. A ver la foto.
photo of a younger Father Bill with 2 boys. Probably Isaac and his brother.
Isaac y su hermano. Siento que su hermano debe ser importante.
I wonder what the church was like back when Father Bill was in charge. William T. Price. So that's Father Bill. Looks more like a businessman than a cult leader.
Ok, pues yo creo que sería todo. Varias cosas, vidriera. Vámonos. Juego en el que sea realmente bueno, la neta no. Nunca me he intentado especializar en un solo juego.
Nope, not the right key.
O sea, no soy bueno en ninguno, no. Pero hay uno, o sea, a lo mejor el LOL alguna vez dije voy a intentar ser bueno, pero me harta mucho el LOL. Aunque me gusta mucho, pero así que digas bueno, la verdad es que no. La verdad nunca me ha interesado mucho eso. O sea, hubo un tiempo que empecé a jugar juegos de pelea y me interesaba ser bueno en alguno. Y hay uno que se llama Blast Blue, no sé qué madres, que junta un chingo de juegos de peleas de anime. Y como que le intenté ahí, pero realmente así que digas súper bueno, ¿no?
Locked.
PR, Price. Y aquí tengo una llavecita. Ahí está, perfecto.
I did what you asked, Father, but something is different about this one. It's not taking like it should. She may be protected. Yes, we'll just have to wait and see. More souls, then. Yes, they all deserve to bask in the glory of God.
¿Qué pedo con este loquito?
Hey, what's that?
Eat this.
Mocos. Bien.
Eileen?
No mames, que está en estado vegetal. No te mames, bro.
Snap out of it. No, God, it's happening again. Just like it did with Grandpa.
Fuck.
What did he do to you?
Fuck.
Let's
Desatar.
get these ropes off of you. She's catatonic, breathing but unresponsive, just like Grandpa.
Fucking shit, bro.
Wake up, E.
Nada.
He had a key on him.
Cuerda. Llave con etiqueta.
A small key with a tag attached labeled Storage A5.
Depósito
Maybe there's a
A5.
self-storage facility in town.
Guarda
Looks a
muebles.
lot like the key I found in the attic. Maybe they're somehow related.
Pues podría ser. ¿Por qué no haces una serie de videos como los mejores secretos de tal juego y así con sus secuelas? Puede ser interesante. Sería muy interesante.
Isaac Jeremiah Price, born March 3rd, 1959. The death date is left blank. Joshua David Price, born June 8th, 1961. Died September 5th, 1983. Isaac's brother, perhaps?
Sí, el hermano debe ser.
William Thomas Price, born February 13th, 1931. Died October 21st, 1983. Father Bill himself. Henrietta Ann Price, born April 22nd, 1933. Died May 4th, 1981. Father Bill's wife?
Ujú.
Arthur Price, born April 11th, 1918. Died December 4th, 1982. Barbara Price, born July. Agatha Price, born November
Agatha.
13th, 1899. died July 17th, 1979.
Agatha, el mismo nombre que la
Ernest Edward Price,
esposa
born Dec-
de
That grave is blank, probably reserved for
la esposa del
That should do it. I better go get help before he comes to.
la esposa de ay, se me va el rollo. La esposa del vato este.
We'll take it from here.
Should we bring
Del
what's her
Josh
name to the
Jimmy.
clinic?
Eileen, and no, she's not physically hurt. It's just shock, that's all. I'll take care of her. Please, just drop us off at Grandma's.
All right then, but don't think you're off the hook for that stunt you pulled at the station.
Ya cállate, estúpido.
Considering the circumstances, I'm gonna refrain from hauling your ass back to that cell. But you better not leave town until we've sorted all this out, or you can look forward to a statewide APB. Got it?
That's more than fair, Sheriff. Thanks.
Good. Come by the station when you've dropped off your friend. We'll need to take your statement.
I will. It's my fault this has happened to her.
No, it's not. You know exactly who's to blame. That vile man behind bars or whoever is pulling his strings. Go there, find out what he knows, and get to the bottom of this. It's too late for Joseph, but maybe she still has a chance.
Well, I'm sure as hell not gonna wait here for her to rot away.
Good. She'll be safe with me.
All right then, I'm off.
Pues sí me gustaría hacer tops. De hecho, mis videos más vistos son de top. De los de Bioshock. Pero dime, ¿por qué piensas eso, Ian? La verdad, me pusiste feliz por ese comentario. Bottom.
Hey, you're back.
Pues me dijeron que tenía que regresar. ¿Qué pedo?
I am. You guys want my statement?
Yeah, the sheriff is waiting for you.
All right. Let's talk, Sheriff.
A ver.
And that's when I found that creep with her tied up in the crypt.
Jesus. I had my suspicions about that church, but I never thought it went this deep.
Yeah. So, what happens now?
I'll call the judge and get a warrant. We find anything else, that bastard won't get away with it.
Okay, can I go talk to him?
Go ahead. Ask Lenny to go with you if you need him.
Will do. Thanks, Sheriff.
Think nothing of it.
Turum, bum, bum. A ver. Oh, el hermano Dylan, ¿no? Dylan, si no mal recuerdo, el hermano de Ian. Hola Dylan, qué bueno que estás aquí otra vez.
Hello again, my child.
My
I
child,
hope you
dice.
enjoy that cell as much as I did.
For a man of faith, this is a room fit for a king. Speak what you will, I have all the time in the world.
¿Todavía tiene los huevos de hablar así?
Tell me what you did to my friend Isaac.
I offered her to God, and the Lord accepted her with open arms. She is part of his world now.
You're not talking about a Christian God.
Of course not. I'm talking about the old God, slumbering in the darkness beyond.
What are you saying? You offered Eileen's soul to this God of yours?
She is but one of many. I guided them all to the stairs of judgment.
Wait, so you were responsible for all those people disappearing? Going crazy?
All I did was bring them face to face with God. If they
With
chose to reject
God.
him, they were beyond redemption.
Hijo de perra.
I don't need to ask.
Entonces conocerás al hombre rojo.
Who is the man dressed in red?
No one that concerns the likes of you.
Wait, so you do know something about him?
Certainly, but that knowledge is not to be shared with unbelievers.
Unbelievers.
Why did you have Lily Meyer's painting stolen?
Because Charles Wade isn't a man keen on sharing.
Ugh, fine. Let me put it this way. Why did you try to get your hands on the paintings?
Lily was special in God's eyes, a chronicler, a bestower of wisdom. As an emissary of God, it was my duty to unlock the divine knowledge in her work for all of mankind.
Sí, claro que te recuerdo, Dylan, ¿cómo no? Tampoco pasó tanto tiempo. Es que tus videos son muy largos y se vuelven aburridos y cuando hablas de topo así como el del Fear más aterrador son los que sí llego a ver. Ah, ok, ok. Ya te entendí, ya te entendí.
What do you really know about Lily Myers?
Oh, the drowned girl is a conundrum. In life, part prophet, part mender. In death, ascended, united with the holy conduit.
What is your church really about, Isaac? What are you trying to accomplish?
The same as any other church. All we want is the salvation of mankind.
By any means necessary? Clearly, kidnapping isn't out of the question.
A necessary evil. I look at the bigger picture, the greater good. One day you'll understand.
You are quite obviously brainwashed. I'll stop you, if it's the last thing I do.
You can try, child. I have God on my side.
Tengo a Dios de mi lado. Tengo el poder de guión en mi lado.
Did you have something to do with what happened to my grandfather?
Alas, I did not. At the time, I wasn't enlightened, and neither was my father.
But Grandpa showed the same symptoms as Eileen.
Then he was claimed by God, without my guidance. Praise him.
Pinche loquito, güey.
I don't need to show that to... What do you see in this photo?
The sign of God. The conduit.
The conduit.
Conduit of what?
Oh, you'll know soon enough.
Pronto lo descubrirás, hijo de
I'm
su
done
pinche
here.
madre.
Good. Now go repent, sinner.
Sinner. Honestamente no eres muy expresivo o divertido al jugar y la expresividad se nota más en tus tops. Pues sí, la verdad me concentro mucho en la historia. Eso es muy cierto. No me voy a hacer tan genérico como de Gref que grita por todo. Y así, soy más relajado yo. Y me gusta ser más así. Iba a preguntar sobre la bodega, se me fue el pedo.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
Nah, I don't...
Pues si no se lo pregunto a él, entonces ¿a quién se lo pregunto, brother?
Well, gotta...
See ya.
A ver, vamos a preguntarle a nuestra abuela. Es que si no es a él, pues... Sinceramente no sé a quién. ¿Por qué mi directo se ve tan raro? ¿Soy yo o se me pudo hacer el celular? Ah, fue el celular. A ver. Ahí está. No puedo ir a la clínica. ¿Será que la abuela sepa?
Any change?
Sadly not, dear.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
I don't see a reason
Ah,
to...
que la chingada.
Okay,
Entonces, ¿a quién
that's
se lo
his luck.
pregunto, brother? ¿A quién se lo pregunto? ¿A quién? Pues... ¿Estará Nate?
Anybody home? Guess not. Locked. It's a simple tumbler lock.
Ok, entonces tenemos que entrar por la fuerza. Con razón nos quedamos con esto. Ok, entonces sería luego este. ¡Oh! ¡Qué crack soy! Pues sí, no tan genérico, pero igual que se haga ver el video. Pues sí, tiene razón. Entonces, es que de hecho, yo concuerdo contigo. Esa es una de las razones por las que dejé de hacer puros gameplays y hacer videos de otro, estilo. Me gusta hacer este gameplay, este stream los fines de semana porque me gusta. No quiero que me vean tanto a mí, sino que nos acabemos juntos un juego o vean mi reacción en cierto tipo de juegos de terror. Ahorita es de historia, puede que la próxima semana, no sé, juegue algún juego de terror que por ahí tengo. Y así, y ya, pero concuerdo contigo, yo la neta sé que no soy para nada expresivo. Para nada.
A bald man dressed.
Nada interesante. ¿Qué puedo sacar de aquí? O sea, ahora que la...
It's an early painting by Lily Myers. Looks like they barely touched the food.
O sea, no está...
Another burial ground for...
Entré a lo... ¿Cómo se llama? Entré aquí a lo verguitas, pero realmente... ¿Hay algo que tenga que hacer? ¿Están los cigarros tirados? Como que pasó algo. Pues, ¿qué podría hacer? ¿Qué podría hacer? ¿Qué podría hacer?
It's an early painting.
Es más divertido ver que nos hables de algo chingón en videos, bro, pero también no tan largo el video. Bueno, también dependiendo. Hay gente que le gustan más largos los videos dependiendo de qué cosas, ¿no? J. Woolen, porque no sé cómo se pronuncia su nombre, que es uno que hace 30 curiosidades acojonantes y habla de juegos o animes o series o cosas así. Sus videos, él mismo hizo un video ayer de Bloodborne y él mismo dijo, oigan, fue tendencia mi video. Fue tendencia mi video y es uno de los más largos, entonces voy a tener que hacer videos más largos. Yo creo que sí está bien que estén largos. Es que no le veo lo malo en que un video sea largo, o sea... Es que ¿cuál es la diferencia en hacer un video de 1 hora a hacer 3 videos de 20 minutos? Al final te interesa, vas a ver los 3 videos, entonces vas a ver 1 hora. Bueno, o sea, eso pienso yo. Ejemplo, a mí me gustan los podcasts y hay veces que veo un podcast, dice 4 horas y me lo echo completo porque digo, pues, ¿qué tiene de malo? Si me interesa, lo voy a ver completo. Si no me interesa, lo quito. No creo que esté tan mal que sea largos. A menos de que mientras sea entretenido. Por eso, ejemplo, cuando jugué, creo que Tormented Souls, había partes donde yo sí me tardaba mucho tiempo en hacer un acertijo. Y esa parte lo quitaba hasta el momento que hacía la solución del acertijo. Sí, o sea, sí te comprendo, pero tampoco creo que esté tan mal que sean largos. Es que ¿qué hago ahora? O sea, entré aquí de infraganti, pero pues...
Looks like they barely That must be Lily. She seems very happy looking up at the red man. Is this how Nathan still sees himself?
Es divertido ver que no sale.
A bald man. That action doesn't seem... I don't see it. That combination.
Necesito algo. Es que si me permites usar algún objeto aquí, es porque algo tengo que usar. Algo tengo que usar aquí, pero no debe ser el momento. Bueno, ahí sí te entiendo. Ahí ves que hay TikToks que sí. Pero es que es a lo que voy, Ian. O sea, creo que mientras sea entretenido, no importa. Hay TikToks que yo sí veo que lo importa. O sea, desde el inicio te ponen qué buen golpe se dio. Y es un video de 3 minutos y es como, yo quiero ver el golpe, no quiero ver lo que pasa antes. Pero si tú pones un video de 3 minutos que sea entretenido, vas a ver los 3 minutos. Yo tengo videos guardados de TikTok de 3 minutos y ahí los tengo y los veo muy de vez en cuando. Pero sí los veo completos. Yo sí entiendo este hecho, o sea, pero o sea, sí te entiendo en qué sentido, o sea, pero es que también creo que es que mira, a lo que yo voy, Ian, o sea, y gracias por tus comentarios. Sí, obviamente hay que hacer videos llamativos y ahí tienes razón en los tops y en otras cosas, pero luego hay videos que o sea, yo quiero llegar a un punto en tener una comunidad que saque un video y vea el video completo, porque a lo mejor le gusta cómo hablo, cómo edito el video y cómo hago eso. Podría hacer videos de 5 minutos que la gente va a ver, pero si es alguien que ni siquiera se va a suscribir, nada más va a ver el video de volada y luego hace otra cosa, pues no lo quiero. Yo quiero que alguien se quede conmigo en mi canal suscrito, porque ¿qué me sirve que 1 millón de gente vea un video mío si ese millón nadie se suscribió? Pero sí te entiendo y me quedo con tu comentario. A ver, es que no sé a dónde ir. La neta me siento muy perdido ahorita. Porque tenemos que ir a lo de los guardamuebles. No creo que sea aquí, ¿verdad?
Nope.
No. ¿Esto me servirá?
I should search the office instead. I don't think there's anything useful in here.
Ah, entonces, ok. Debería haber algo aquí. ¿Habrá algo más aquí?
I've searched that already.
Retrato, varias cosas.
Locked.
No creo que sea aquí.
Nope, not the right.
Coño.
Not a bad idea, but
Ta madre, no es de cilindros. Mm.
a small key with a tag attached
Depósito a 5. Ta madre, güey, pero es que
just old furniture and box.
de hecho lo que quiero hacer es videos de Dragon Ball. De juegos de Dragon Ball. Ahorita me empecé a leer el manga y empecé a jugar. De hecho, antes de este video subí el gameplay completo de un juego de Dragon Ball. Pero no sé, ahí iré viendo qué hago. Pero gracias, Ian. Aquí no hay nada interesante, entonces vámonos. Guardamuebles, Eileen, el hombre rojo. Camina por aquí, camina por acá. ¿Habrá algo interesante aquí?
Joshua David Price, born June 8th, Isaac's brother. A small key with a tag attached labeled Storage A5.
Depósito
Agatha
a 5.
Price, born November 13th, 1899. Barbara Price. Arthur Price, born April 11th, 1918. Henrietta Ann Price.
¿Por qué todos los que empiezan con A murieron un 4?
Ernest Edward Price, born William Thomas
No.
Father Bill. Joshua David Isaacs. Isaac Jeremiah Price, born March 3rd, 1959. The death date is left blank. That grave is blank.
Entonces no. No. Pues voy a ver a la comisaría a ver si alguien me puede hablar sobre la galería. Digo, ¿cuál galería? La de las guardamuebles o lo que sea. Es el único lugar que pues falta revisar. A ver. Si hablo con el sheriff, ¿me va a decir o no me va a decir?
Hello, Sheriff.
No, ya, ahora ya no me contestan mal.
I don't need to ask.
Ay, que la chingada
I probably
contigo.
shouldn't. He might ask where I got.
Entonces no sé.
That's all for now.
Good.
Ya me siento perdido. Yo creo que el problema de hacer tops es que la gente puede que solo lo vea por los tops y no por tus gameplays. Es que no me importan los gameplays. A mí no me importan los gameplays. O sea, hago estos streams porque me gusta acabarme el juego con ellos. Gameplays ya intentaré no hacer tanto. A mí no me importan tanto que vean mis gameplays. Lo que me importa es que se queden por mí. Porque les gusta lo que hago. O sea, porque me cae bien cómo hace sus videos Walter, ¿sabes? Un rollo así como, repito, Bullen. Que yo lo sigo en Twitter y me cae muy bien ese cabrón. Sus videos son de ese tipo. O sea, si hay mucha interacción porque hay gente que le gusta y le agrada su contenido. Pero, y creo que es tan bueno como hace su contenido que no me gustaría copiarme un contenido de él. Reserva natural. Unos videos que quiero hacer, no tanto como top, pero que quiero hacer de juegos que me gustan o cosas así, es de Merluzo. Si no has visto su canal te lo recomiendo, es muy bueno. Es que, ¿qué me falta, güey? Siento que algo necesito, pero no sé qué es.
It doesn't belong to me. Somebody around here. Oh, gee. Conwell Lake.
¿Qué tengo que hacer, brother? Ya me siento ahorita así. Ganzúas improvisadas. Quiero pensar es que necesito entrar a una casa o alguna puerta que esté de este tipo. Pues que necesito lo del guardabosques también, güey. Algo tengo que hacer también aquí, pero no sé qué es. No sé qué es. Redman, Lily, me.
Very lifelike. Contrary to.
Ay, fucking shit. No sé qué hacer. Cementerio. Comisaría del sheriff.
any change.
Sad.
I don't need to show her.
Ah, que la ching.
I used to love digging Grandpa and me. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary.
¿Qué tengo que hacer? No. Quiero que... No, Ian, pues, qué chiste. No, yo quiero que haya gente que vio un video, un top mío o lo que sea, le gustó cómo hablo, cómo hago mis videos, se suscriba porque le caí bien y por ende, si le caí bien y le gustó cómo hice mi trabajo, pues que siga viendo mis videos cada vez que hago uno nuevo. Pues qué chiste que... Pues que de hecho es lo que pasa, o sea, tengo pues 350 y tantos y mis videos no llegan a veces ni a 20 vistas. Cada vez me caga eso, pero pues se hace lo que se puede.
Good idea. Some kind of winter forest.
Guardamuebles. Ah, ¿será que está aquí? Y a lo mejor yo estoy de pendejo.
Okay, there's a place in town.
Ah, ok.
Got the address. I should head over there.
Perfecto. Qué bueno que viene aquí. Qué bueno que viene aquí. Bam 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 bam.
Storage A5. I can't open it without.
No me digas que no puedes. Pues entramos. Y ahí están todas las pinturas. What is it? ¿Qué es lo que está pasando?
Where is it? Was he trying to uncover something in these paintings? This might come in handy.
Ok, disolvente de pintura.
I don't believe this. They're ruined. He must have used that paint thinner on the paintings. That means there's only a single painting left. The one in the cabin.
Ok.
If that's the case, why were all those people hurt? All the paintings have been totally destroyed.
Ok, entonces hay que ir a la cabaña. Pero también tenemos que buscar la puerta que abre esto.
Doesn't
No.
fit.
Ok, aquí no. Oh, perfecto.
Aha.
Prendamos la luz.
So that's where Grandpa's old uniform went. I wondered why I didn't see it in the attic. Nothing useful. Just some old newspapers in those. Empty.
¿Es neta que no hay nada interesante?
Found a tape in there.
Ah, ya.
There's also something else.
Tiami.
Custody
Y ya
appeal
ti, bro.
form. For me? July 15th,
Oh, querían que
1981.
adoptarla.
I don't believe it. He tried to get me back from my mom. Right to the very end.
Ah, chale, chale. No, no llores, Katy. Por favor.
Pull yourself together, Kathy.
This is Joseph Rain. Operation Log, Part 4. August 8th, 1981. The area appears to be circular with along the outer perimeter. I've determined that some kind of endothermic reaction is taking place. So it's important to be observant of changes in temperature. Find the source. By severing the link, perhaps I can save them. Jimmy and all the others. Reoccurring dream. I'm standing in front of a huge black hole in a clearing in the woods. There's a man dressed in red, urging me to jump. I'm afraid to, but I take the plunge anyway. For some reason, I don't think I have anything to lose. As I'm falling, I reach for the parachute cord, but to my horror, there's nothing there. That's when I wake up.
Ok. Qué bonitos ojos tiene, compadre. Cabaña del sheriff, residencia Rain. Ah, tenemos que ir a la cabaña del lago.
It's an early painting by Lily Myers.
No habrá que hacer el disolvente aquí.
I don't see how those things.
Voy a guardar esta madre. 4.
Sorry, Sue.
Ah, chinga. A la madre.
A hidden picture.
Y es la Lily ahogándose,
Oh
¿no?
my God, that's Nathan.
Es Nathan salvando a
He's
Lily.
holding a girl underwater. It must be Lily. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Por eso
Lily
están
wrote
verga
a
los
suicide note,
directos.
So either she planned this or saw it. Nathan is drowning Lily in the lake.
¿Y ahora qué hago? ¿Habrá cambiado el dibujo? No, sigue siendo igual. Vámonos de aquí. Oh, ahí está Nate.
Nathan,
Yes?
I know about Lily, Nathan.
I like Lily.
Nathan, tell me what happened the day Lily died.
I don't know.
It's okay, Nathan. I'm a friend. I know the Red Man too.
You do?
Yes, he told me to ask you about what happened to Lily. He said that you would tell me the truth.
Because
you
you're
are
honest.
You're honest, aren't you, Nathan?
Don't you, Nathan?
Lily was angry that time. Angry and sad. Mostly angry.
Angry with you?
Angry with everybody. Mama was asleep, Papa too.
Okay, what happened next?
Lily wanted to go down to the lake. She told me to hold her under the water for a while. She said I had to. She had painted it, and everything she painted was supposed to happen. I didn't want to, but Lily said she would tell Mama that I was bad if I didn't. But the Red Man says it was an accident, and that Lily is in a better place.
It's
A better
okay, Nathan.
place.
Lily was sick. It's not anyone's fault. When did you first meet the Red Man?
I don't know. I see him in the woods sometimes. He and Lily always fought.
They did. About what?
He wanted Lily to take her medicine.
What kind of medicine? Pills to make her less sad and angry?
I don't know. Just medicine. But you know what? It's okay. I still talk to her all the time.
You talk to Lily? And she talks back?
Yes?
Take me to her, Nathan. Take me to Lily.
You promise not to tell Mama?
I won't. I promise. Take me there.
Okay.
Ok.
See?
Get away from them, Nathan. They're dangerous.
No, they're nice.
Look! Maybe they can't affect him for some reason.
Ya la verga.
Poor little Mender met her end, witnessed so much she could not comprehend. Claimed by the lake, she screamed to her god, struggled for air as she twisted and clawed. But all was in vain, and her cries went unheard. 'Twas a heartbreaking theater of the absurd. There, you're being dramatic. No pain, no gain. At least that color looks good on you.
La mierda.
Astute observation, Bill. This room does hold the key. Well then, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
It's been a pleasure.
Jesus. Nathan? How long was I out?
Ok, vámonos. Mañana les recuerdo que va a haber directo reaccionando a la conferencia de Xbox y Bethesda. Y ahí sí, la verdad, ahí sí me emocionó mucho. Ahí sí soy expresivo.
A hidden safe. There's also a poem here written by Father Bill.
Escrito por el Padre Bill.
I copied it to my notepad.
Yo descanso en el centro de la marca del Señor. Mi esposa mira desde arriba y mis hijos desde un nivel inferior. Soy testigo de 3 amaneceres.
I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to make sense
Me
of
falta
it.
algo para que cobre sentido. Soy testigo de 3 amaneceres en mi piel. De 3 amaneceres. En mi piel sentí su calor. Su radiante bronce ya se cercanó en el interior. De este a oeste, cada alma me ha tocado. Del más duradero al más breve, sus partes la han complementado.
I'm sure there's a
Ok. Si no mal recuerdo, esto tenía que ver con la tumba esa, el mausoleo, como se llama. Ajá, vámonos al cementerio. Cómo me gusta la musiquita de este juego. O sea, no es así de wow. O sea, la voy a estar escuchando en mi día a día en Spotify. Pero me gusta. Vamos a entrar al mausoleo. Y tiene que ver aquí.
In the text, Father Bill's family members are used as reference points. Could he be referring to the physical layout of the graves?
Lo más seguro es que sí.
I copied the grave layout to my notebook next to the poem. Okay, these graves must somehow correspond to Father Bill's poem. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Yo descanso en el centro de la marca Sí, ajá, está de la marca del Señor. En el centro de la marca del Señor. ¿Cómo es posible estar en el centro de la marca del Señor? No lo comprendo. Mi esposa mira desde arriba. Ujú, y mis hijos desde un nivel abajo. Joshua, Isaac. Ah, ok, es William. Porque si se dan cuenta, si es una cruz así de este lado. Y así. O sea, es una cruz invertida, ¿saben? O sea, es así, pero está invertido. Entonces era William.
No, that connection doesn't make sense to me. Center, above, below. Is he defining reference?
Ah, yo descanso en el centro de la marca del Señor. Mi esposa mira desde arriba y mis hijos de un nivel abajo.
No, that connection doesn't make sense to me.
Ah, chinga, entonces no entiendo.
I think I should figure out the previous.
La parte anterior. Yo descanso, o sea, yo descanso en el centro de la marca del Señor. Mi esposa mira desde arriba, Henrietta, y mis hijos desde un nivel inferior. Joshua y... Ah, pero es que no ha muerto. Pero...
No, that connection.
Pero es que no tiene sentido, porque... Es que es el único que es William, porque William... Arriba está su esposa, abajo están sus hijos. Mi esposa mira desde arriba, mis hijos de un nivel inferior. Está hablando claramente de un hombre.
No, that. No, that. No, that. No, that can.
Es que no. Me acuerdo que la primera vez que jugué esta madre, esto
No, that.
me jodió mucho. Me jodió mucho porque yo descanso en el centro de la marca del Señor. A ver. ¿Tendrá algo que ver de la ventana? Es que no. No le veo mucho sentido. A ver.
I have a feeling that I'll need this later on.
Es que no le veo mucho. ¿Y qué quieren que...?
No, that connection. No, that connection doesn't make sense to me. No, that. Of course! The sign of the Lord. Some of the graves can form the shape of a cross.
Ah, entonces tenía que formar
Now,
una
if I could
cruz.
only figure out which dates are relevant.
¿Qué fechas son relevantes? Ok. Ya vi que... O sea, sí estaba bien en que es una cruz. Pero ok, tenía que hacer todo esto. Ok. Soy testigo de 3 amaneceres. En mi piel sentí su calor. Su radiante bronce ya se cerca, no en el interior. O sea, el primero la verdad estaba muy fácil. Ya este lo estoy sintiendo complicado. Ok, tiene algo que ver. Soy testigo de 3 amaneceres. O sea, de 3 vidas.
No, I don't see a connection here.
¿Tendrá algo que ver con las luces? O sea, así.
No, I don't see a connection here.
No.
No.
Soy testigo de 3 amaneceres.
No, I don't see
No.
a
Senti- Ah, también puedo elegir estas madres. Ok.
No.
¿Así?
No.
No. ¿Se quitó esto?
Yes,
Sí.
that must be it. 3 dawns mean 3 births, and they're all adjacent to Father Bill's grave.
Ok.
I'm sure I'm close now. I just have to somehow narrow down these to the correct number of digits.
Simón, perfecto, porque soy testigo de 3 amaneceres, 3 nacimientos. Amaneceres eran nacimientos. En mi piel sentí su calor, o sea, que estaba cerca. Su radiante bronce ya se cerca, no en el interior, ok. De este a oeste, cada alma he tocado. Ah, ok, no.
I think that's too few digits.
De este a este, cada alma he tocado. Ok, cancelar selección. Solamente pueden ser estos números que ya elegí, ¿no? Entonces, de este es del lado derecho a oeste. Del más duradero, 99. Al más breve, 4.
I think that's too few.
Entonces, no. Cancelar selección. 6108. Es que es 99, sería el número máximo, ¿no?
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
De de la ok, aquí debería haber uno. El más duradero, el más breve. 611304.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
El año es bueno. Lo que está mal es 13 y 4.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
El día y el mes. Entonces,
No, I'm pretty sure that's not.
Si cuando elijo 61 11 04.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Oye, me dice que ya no.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
Este es el último 04. Entonces si es 13 y 1 04.
No, I'm pretty sure that.
Es que no entiendo. Es que es norte, sur, este. Y este es oeste. Cada alma he tocado, o sea, se refiere a 3. Es un número de aquí, un número de acá y otro acá. 61 99 33.
No, I'm pretty.
No, 61 11 04.
No, I'm
61 13 04. No. Ah. 13 04.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day
Formato
and the
para
month.
el día y el mes. 04 11 61.
No, I'm pretty sure.
61 11 04.
No, I'm pretty.
No, 61 99 04.
No, I'm pretty sure.
61 04. 13.
No, I'm pretty.
Del este a oeste cada alma he tocado. Del más duradero al más breve. Del más. Entonces. A ver. 99. 6104.
No, I'm pretty.
990804.
No, I'm pretty.
9906. No, coño. 990604.
No, I'm pretty.
Del más duradero. El más duradero. ¿Con qué se refiere? ¿Al que vivió más tiempo? De 99 a 79 serían 80 años. 61 al 83 serían 23 años. 22 años. 33 al 81 serían 48 años. Ok, entonces. Este es el más duradero. Luego sigue este y este es el más breve. La cosa es los años.
No, I'm pretty. No, I'm pretty.
O el duradero el más. Sus partes lo han completado. ¿Cómo que sus partes lo han completado? ¿Sabes qué? Cuando elijo 611304.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the
Pero
day
creo
and
que
the
me
month.
equivoqué con el formato para el día y el mes. O sea, 61 está bien este año, pero aquí el 13 y el 4 no. 6104. Ah, que la puta madre. 0104. 13 me dice que está mal.
No, I'm pretty sure.
13 del 04 del 61. Ay, qué pendejo. 13 del 04 del 61.
No, I'm pretty sure.
04 13 61.
No, I'm pretty sure.
13 61 04.
No, I'm pretty.
13 04 61.
No, I'm pretty.
No tengo ni puta idea. Entonces, o sea, me está diciendo que el año está bien. O sea, tengo que escribir una fecha. Entonces, si pongo 61. Ok, entonces 61 no es. O sea, 04 creo que sí es. Entonces, 06 13. 06 13 04.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
06 11 04.
No, I'm pretty.
No, entonces, con el año se refiere a que el 61 está bien.
No, I'm pretty sure that.
¿Por qué justo cuando escribo
I'm
04?
sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
O sea, lo que está bien es el 61 o el 03 o el 04. Ah, ahí está.
From lasting to brief. Year, month, day. That's gotta be it.
Del más duradero al más breve. No entiendo. 61 11 22. No le veo. No le veo el sentido al cuál es el más duradero, cuál es el más breve. Este vato es el que menos vivió. 20, 61 61 11 22. Pues ya, X. La verdad no tengo idea de cuál es la lógica en esto, pero está bien. Ok. 61 11 22. 61, 11, 22.
Yes.
Hola Brian, qué bueno que estás aquí otra vez.
Found a bunch
No,
of
no
torn out
entiendo la
Bible
verdad.
pages and a tape in there.
O sea, entendí todo en los primeros 2 poemas. Los últimos no entendí ni madres. Microcinta, caja fuerte de la pared. A ver, vamos a escuchar la microcinta.
This is William T. Price.
Me imagino que sí.
Concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One.
El carmesí.
I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe. Should these predictions come to pass, I've hidden it so that only the true agents of the old God, selected by the Crimson One, may find it. Now, heed these words. You must stare into the abyss and let the abyss stare back into you. It's the only way to cleanse yourself of sin and achieve true salvation. May God be with you.
My God be with you. Ok. Supongo que esto después va a ser importante. La reparación es la sagrada unidad con Dios y la única manera de alcanzar la auténtica salvación. El carmesí encuentra almas perdidas en nombre de Dios. Liberado por el tiempo, las guía y las concede sabiduría, les otorga sueños y visiones preparándolas para la reparación. La reparación vivientes deben pues descender, los reparadores vivientes deben pues descender las escaleras del juicio. Cada escalón representa una parte de su alma. Deben enfrentarse a su yo oscuro, un sirviente de Dios que se les opondrá a cada paso. Por último, el reparador deberá realizar los santos sacramentos. Ah, chinga. Para unirse a Dios, 3 sacramentos sagrados deben ser realizados: la expiación de la madre, la absolución del padre y la contribución para el hijo. Dios entonces contemplará al reparador sopesando su corazón. Los dignos serán purificados de pecado y se les permitirá alcanzar la sagrada unidad. FB, Facebook. Los corazones de los malditos serán consumidos y arrojados al abismo. JC más LM más JR. No sé quién es FB. Arrojados al abismo. JC, LM, JR. No me suenan esos nombres. Charles Wade, no. Jimmy. Ah, es... LM es Lily Myers, quiero suponer. JM debe ser el John... No, JC debe ser Jimmy Cockrat. Y JR debe ser John Rain, nuestro abuelo. Pero FB, ¿qué es entonces? O sea, lo que hace el carmesí es preparar las armas para la salvación. Y haciendo eso les da ilusiones, sueños y todo eso. Lo que nos está haciendo con nosotros. Lo que hizo con el papá. Digo, con el abuelo, perdón, con el abuelo. Ok. El carmesí. Disolvente de pintura. Pero ahora, ¿qué hago, güey? Esto es lo que ahora me preocupa. A ver, quiero ver algo rápido. ¿Aquí no dice algo?
There's a poem here, written by Father Bill.
Ah, es el
There they are
poema.
again.
Ahora la cosa es, ¿a dónde vamos? Nada más por los loles. Ah, qué pendejo. La cagué, la cagué. No va a haber nadie ahorita, me imagino. Hay que ir con el padre a la comisaría porque ya tenemos la información del carmesí. A lo mejor nos va a decir algo. Quiero pensar. Quiero pensar que nos va a decir algo. Ahora, vámonos aquí con el sheriff. Brian, no sé si estabas cuando lo dije, pero mañana voy a streamear cuando sea la presentación de Xbox. Creo que es a las 2 de la tarde o 3. No estoy muy seguro. Por si
I
gustas
have more
verlo.
things to say to you.
Speak what you will, godless one.
Joven impía, pinche enfermo mental.
Who is the Crimson One?
No one that concerns the likes of you.
Wait, so you do know something about
Ah,
him?
pues la misma.
Certainly.
Es la misma conversación que tuvimos.
Look what I found in the church, Isaac.
Come to gloat, have you? I see that you've added stealing to your list of sins.
Honestly, I just want to understand. What does it all mean? The mending?
I don't believe you're sincere for a second. I will speak of this no longer.
Diario de operaciones.
Listen to this, Isaac.
This is William T. Price. My
What
visions
is this?
concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One.
The Crimson
I've
One.
seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe.
I don't believe it. Father saw all of this coming. God, have I strayed from the faith?
It's not too late to redeem yourself, Isaac. I've met the Crimson One. We're on the same side.
Preposterous. No one has witnessed that apostate since Father's death. I've been north of the lake, but he's nowhere to be found. He abandoned us all, and the divine work now rests upon my shoulders.
You believe that you are carrying out the work of the Crimson One?
Don't think I can't hear that mocking tone of yours. I will speak of this no longer.
He mentioned north of the lake. That's part of Conwell Woods. I'll probably have to narrow it down more, but it's something.
Pues, ok.
A jail cell.
Ok, no, 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 ya. Ok, vámonos. Si no mal recuerdo, estamos cerca del final. Creo.
Have you abandoned me?
Have you abandoned me?
I will atone for my sins. I swear it. God have mercy on me.
Porque esta parte del poema y todo, sí me acuerdo que era muy como al final del juego. El bosque Congo. ¿Qué hora son? 7:30. Creo que vamos a dejar esto aquí, chavos, porque creo que estamos muy cerca del final. Y si lo acabamos hoy, o sea, tampoco quiero dejar tan picado todo, porque ahorita realmente no está pasando nada. No hay así como que, vamos a ver quién es y aquí hasta aquí dejamos el directo, chavos, nos vemos mañana. Así que no quiero dejarlos picados. Y porque si lo acabamos hoy, pues mañana no va a haber nada que streamear y quiero streamear mañana. Es domingo, día familiar, día rico. Entonces, a todos, Ian, Dylan y a los que estuvieron hoy, Brian, obviamente, muchas gracias. Pues nos vemos mañanita y pues descansen, los quiero, bye.